All right, so here we go. So if you don't know Winnie the Pooh, this little song kind of helps you introduce you to the whole Winnie the Pooh world, and you've got a good little map with it too. So let's see if I got it on the right screen. I always try, but rarely get it quite right. All right, give me a thumbs up if you're seeing what Miss Broom is seeing on your screen. Yeah, okay, got a thumbs up. All right, here we go. Mercy, Miss Broom. Too many things out. There it is. Ta-da! Okay. All right, let's see how you hear this and watch this. We won't watch just 2 minutes, and I can send Mrs. Uh Sweatman the link, but here we go. Let's introduce this. Most of all, Winnie the chubby little cubby all stuffed with monkeys, Winnie the Winnie the Winnie, silly old bear. All right, and so that little song goes on, and I remember that from childhood. I don't know if you remember that, Mrs. Sweatman. Do you remember that? I don't know if that was it a movie or something like that? That I remember kind of watching that, and so
I think it was maybe I don't know either actually. Maybe just a TV show. I don't know, but I do remember the song very well. And of course, the storybook was out first, so I remember that. But I don't know where the song actually originated.
yeah, but anyway, it kind of gives you an idea of thank you, Miss Sweatman, of all the characters. And so we're going to play with the 100 Acre Woods today. So everybody stand up nice and tall, and let's be a tree in the 100 Acre Wood. Okay. All right. So, and you can even pretend that you're the Christmas tree, right? And put some lights on if you want to. So, remember, you really root one foot into the ground. So, find the ground with that foot, like really connect it to the ground. And then take your other foot and place it on top or out to the side or up to the calf muscle or above the knee, never on the knee joint, right? But above the knee, wherever you want to place it is just fine. Any of those bus stops is good. And then you can place your palms together and your thumbs to your heart, and you can grow your branches. As you grow your branches, make sure you relax your shoulders, squeeze your tummy muscles, rotate pinkies towards one another. And then if you want to put lights on your tree, you can twinkle if you like. Every time you wobble, squeeze your tummy tighter. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then lower your branches. The legs that are up come down, and then shake out the standing legs because they're working really hard to balance you. All right, this is a great movement and a great activity for any time you need to focus and to concentrate. Being a tree with your body, you can't be thinking about anything else. You got to be right here, right now. So being a tree is a great skill to have. So we're going to root the opposite foot in, and again, wherever you want to put this foot, and it doesn't have to be the way you did the other side. All ways of being the tree are great. You can have thumbs to the heart, or you can raise branches high. And again, if you want to twinkle, you can put some lights on your tree. And breathe in and breathe out. Yay! It's Monday in your tree. And today's tree is growing in the 100 Acre Wood. Now, there are many animals that live in the 100-acre wood. So lower your branches, shake out your standing leg. It was working really hard. All right. And we're going to pretend to be those animals. The first animal that we're going to be is we're actually going to be the people animal in the story. And his name is Christopher Robin. And it's his imagination that we explore when we're in the 100-acre wood. So we're going to take one leg forward and one leg back and long. And we're going to work what in yoga is called the warrior one position. Okay. All right. And so what we're going to do is raise the arms high by the ears, elbow creases by the ears, or you can bend the elbows and take pinkies towards one another for goalpost arms. All right. For cactus arms. And there really was a little guy named Christopher Robin, and A. Milne, who is the author of the Winnie the Pooh stories, invented these stories for his son. And so if you'd like to know more about that story, all right, come on out of that and work it on the other side. You can check out from the library Finding Winnie, the true story of the world's most famous bear. You can see all about how thank you, Mrs. Sweatman, how you can learn about how Winnie the Pooh stories came to exist. All right. And you can learn about the real Christopher Robin. Okay. So take that other leg forward and the other leg back and just get another breath there because you've probably been working that while Miss Broom was talking. And breathing in and breathing out. All right. The next character in the stories that we're going to explore is going to be Kanga and Little Roo. All right. So I was hoping I could quickly show you. Ooh, I think it's here. This is in that book that I was just sharing with you. I just happened to remember there's an actual picture of Christopher Robin with the bear that then became the inspiration for the Winnie the Pooh stories. All right. So pretty cool. This photo was taken of Winnie and Christopher Robin in 1925 at the zoo after they became friends. Christopher Robin's father, A. Milne, watches them play from above. All right. Neat, neat, neat. Okay, so let's be Kanga. So to be Kanga, we're going to do the chair pose. And to do the chair pose, you're going to take your feet side by side, all right, about hip distance apart, so not too wide. And then you're going to sink your hips, all right, and take your arms above you. All right, and they're reaching out to the side, or you can take one hand to the heart and then cross the other hand over as you sit down in this chair, and you're shaped kind of like Kanga. And then right here would be where you could have a pocket for Little Roo. The tops of the legs are working really hard here as you work your kangaroo. And then you can jump out of it if you want to. There you go. You can jump more than once because you are younger. All right, the next animal we're going to explore is Winnie the Pooh, and he's a bear. So do the bear walk for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold over and reach for our ankles as we bend our knees and support our upper body on the tops of our legs. And to be the bear, you're going to lift one leg up and then the other leg up. And you can do a few bear walk movements here around the room and around your space. So the bear walk is good because you are folded and that's calming to your body. And it's also good because you're using large muscles, so it helps to calm and slow you down. All right, now find your bum to the floor space where you are, and we're going to be the honey pot because if you've read any of those Winnie the Pooh stories, you know he loves to eat him some honey, okay? So let's make a pot for the honey. So today we'll do the boat pose or Navasana pose for that. So find your sits bones on the floor. Your hands can be behind your knees. You can rock back and balance to create the honey pot today. All right, and if you'd like to take your hands off, you sure can do that too. Yum, yum, yum. You got your honey in the pot right here. This is the shape that can hold all the honey. Breathe in and out. Welcome to shaking. You're getting stronger. All right, and then pull the knees into your chest and give yourself a little squeeze. Okay. Next, we will try to explore Tigger. Now, Tigger, the wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubbers. Their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. And that's another one of those Winnie the Pooh story songs. And so we'll be Tigger today by working the tiger pose. And so if you have hands under your shoulders and knees under hips, to be the tiger, you're going to take one hand forward and the opposite leg back. And so you try to keep length in the whole back body and you try to keep the hips side by side. All right, come on back and down. All right, Jameson, what did you have on your mind? Can we find you to, there you are. Let me see if I can ask you to unmute. All right, yes, sir. What did you want to ask?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. So reaching opposite leg and opposite arm on the breath in, stretch. On the breath out, bring the knee and hand back to the floor space. And this is called the tiger pose. And we'll use it today for Tigger as we strengthen the muscles in the back of our body. Breathing in and stretch. And breathing out and come back. And work one more set before we try rabbit. Now, I always love Rabbit. Rabbit is really a unique character because Rabbit is kind of fussy, and each of these characters in the story have personalities like people do, right? So to do Rabbit, you're going to work on the top of your head. So if you have a pillow or something that you would like to use to cushion your head, I'm thinking I might use, if you had a yoga mat, you could roll up your yoga mat. I'm going to use my computer case just to have a cushy little something to put on top of my head. You're going to come to knees under hips again. Top of the head is going to your pillow or your cushy something, all right? Just the top of the head. And then your hands become your ears of the rabbit. So you can take, maybe interlace them together or just hold them side by side and then reach them up and over as you rock forward on the head. So you're on the top of your head here, and hopefully you feel a stretch in the back of your neck. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, lower the ears of your rabbit and take your hands right beside your head and then gently push your head up. All right, that one is called rabbit pose, and we did that for the character in Winnie the Pooh called Rabbit. All right, now we're going to do Eeyore. A donkey named Eeyore is his friend. All right, and Eeyore is always such a very sad character in the story. So let's see if we can put a little kick in his step today. So what we're going to do is hands and knees are on the floor, but push your toes into the floor and lift your hips high. Okay, we call this movement down dog in yoga, and it's stretching the back of the body, it's stretching the legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to check the space around us. So be sure to look around you and make sure there's nothing or not anybody that you might hurt. No dogs, no cats, right? Make sure you got good space. All right, and then as you find that dog to be Eeyore, you're going to put a little kick because he's a donkey. All right, so we're going to do a kick. All right. There you go. I see you, Lauren, looking good. All right. Now, after Eeyore, let's try Piglet. All right, let's try Piglet. And so for Piglet, we're going to do the pig pose. All right, so since Piglet is just a little pig, right? So that means on your back body, knees to your chest, and rock gently from side to side. Your back body gets a little massage as you gently rock. Again, you're folded, so that's very calming to your nervous system. All right, we'll rock to our side body, push into the floor, and we'll be Owl, the wise owl that lives in the tree. All right, so sit up nice and tall with your crossed legs. You can get back in your chair if you'd like to do Owl in your chair. But the idea is you're going to take one hand to knee, and then you're going to reach around with the opposite and look over your shoulder. Hoo, hoo. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathing in and breathing out. And then you're going to twist back around. All right, and then you work the other side of the body so that you twist in both directions. All right, then get yourself comfortable. If you want to lay down on the floor, you can. If you want to be in your chair and just sit comfortably. Oh, I see Lauren's got a pillow. Whatever you need to do to get yourself comfy. We're going to take just a rest in the 100-acre woods just for a few minutes today. And so feel where your body connects to the ground or to the chair seat. All right. And you could close your eyes. I like to close my eyes, but you're welcome to leave them open if you would like to. And you're going to be with the characters in the 100-acre wood for the next minute. All right. We'll work for a minute today. And you can play with Piglet. You can play with Pooh. You can have adventures, but just let your breathing be easy as you explore these characters, the stories, or just imagine being in the forest if you don't know the Winnie the Pooh stories well. All right, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Maybe you want to rock your head from side to side. Maybe your body needs a full stretch where you stretch arms high and legs long. Or maybe you want to pull knees into your chest and rock and roll to your side body and breathe there. All right, how many people already knew Winnie the Pooh? Let me see some hands. If you knew Winnie the Pooh, hold up one finger. If Winnie the Pooh is new to you, then hold up two fingers. All right, one finger for you knew Winnie the Pooh. All right, great. A lot of people already knew that book character, and you know that if you read Winnie the Pooh stories, and there's lots of books you can check out about Winnie the Pooh, and we have that book that was highlighted in that little video, in our library here, I think. So you can request that one if you like on your next visit to the library. So if you didn't know him, I suggest it because the neat thing about Winnie the Pooh stories is you can read just there's little short stories about him, like the chapters are standalone kind of ideas. And so one of my favorites is when Pooh eats all that honey and gets stuck in the door of the house. He can't get in, he can't get out. He's like stuck. And Pooh makes me grin. All right, so how do you feel right now? Give me thumbs up or okays, yeah? Okay, that's good to hear. Remember that any of these movements are things you can sprinkle in throughout your day to help you with focus and concentration and help your brain wake up and do it, the best learning that you can do in second grade. All right, so let's sing our namaste song. To close, put your hands together, thumbs to your heart. Isaac, let's sing our song and then I'll get your question, okay? All right, here we go. Namaste is what we say to the good in you, from the good in me. I see you, Leah, you doing it. Say namaste every day, and the world will live in harmony. Yay! All right.